to be wild.
Hey everyone, I'm back and better than ever. I'm not sick anymore. I'm well rested. I took care of myself, as you can see on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram for all the latest on whatever I'm doing and get all the news. Today I'm doing my Rebel Rose makeup tutorial. As I promised in my other video, the unboxing video that I did for the whole wide collection, super long video, go check that one out. It'll be linked down below in the description if you want to check that one out after you watch this video, of course. Anyway, we're going to dive into some of the products that I have here, some new stuff from the Rebel Rose collection. We're going to have some fun. First, I'm going to start out with priming my eyes, and I always start out with my eyes first because it makes it easier to wipe up any residue, pigment that gets on your face. You can actually just go in with a makeup wipe and just wipe everything off. I'm going in with the NYX Professional Makeup Proof It eyeshadow primer. This one is amazing. This one is clear. This one, what is it called? It's called Colorless. It's colorless, but it goes on very nice. It's just like the one from Urban Decay, but it's affordable at a better price. Works amazing. A little bit goes a long way, and it doesn't crackle or smear. It doesn't get clumpy in any way, which is very nice when you're applying eyeshadow and you want to do it right. I'm going to take my mirror here. I'm just going to dab on a little bit around the eye area, like so. Not too much. You don't want to go in too harsh because it will like make your eye feel heavy, which is not a great look. You don't want to look all crazy, you know? Just going in a little bit. Tapping it gently around. And we're doing the same for the other eye as well. A little bit here and there. Well, I put a little bit too much on the eyelid, but it'll be okay. Just take a little bit from the top and put it on the bottom. And problem solved. No need to freak out if you put a little bit too much. Just make it work. Hey Marshmallow Girl. You're joining me on this video here. I love you. That's simple and easy. I like to keep the box so that way I can go back and buy another one and know what I'm buying. I can just look at the box, bring it to the store in my purse, and just look and be in and out basically. So that's a little smart idea. If you want to buy something again, just save the box or the packaging, like a little part of it. Always works out for the best. I'm going to get into the Rebel Rose eyeshadow first, and I have a very small idea of what I want to accomplish with this, what kind of eyeshadow look, and it's not going to be too drastic in my opinion. But first I'm taking this beautiful little rose eyeshadow brush that I got. Not sure if it's going to be ergonomic enough, but I'm going to dive into this beautiful pink rosy shade right here. It's very glittery and shimmery, and that will be my base shade and a highlight, taking care of two things in one. When it comes to makeup, you don't want to have a whole bunch of hassle. So I'm going to try this out, and it's kind of weird feeling, I must say. So far, it's okay. I guess. Like, this stem is just too long, in my opinion. Makes things a little harder here. Catches onto pigment very well, I have to say, obviously. It could be a very nice shade on its own, actually. But this will be our base highlight shade. You always want to work smarter, not harder. That's my philosophy. This is a very nice rosy shade. Very light and shimmery. It's kind of weird with this hand. I don't know why. But I actually like this shade. It's actually very nice. I actually like it. Super pigmented. I like that a lot. Like it could actually be its own standalone color, not just some sort of like sheer base highlight shade, which is nice. It stands out on its own. You actually get a good value with this one, I think, because there's so many different possibilities and fun things to do with this one. If you want a brush that works well with pigmented shades, I think this is your best friend right here. It holds on to a lot of color, let's just say that. I'm going to dive in with another brush right here, and I'm taking this lovely dark burgundy shade. It's like a brown, red, sort of warm toned shade. Not sure what to call it because there's no names on the back for the shades, so I'm just going by eyesight, like that's what it is to me. I don't know what I'm doing here. So I'm dipping into that one, hoping for the best. And it seems to be like a nice dark eyelid shade. Trying to go in kind of light to see how well it will play out and what I want to do. I'm taking another brush and I'm dipping into this very light pink burgundy shade. It's a lot lighter than the one down here that I just used, but this one will be my crease shade, like right in here. So I think I'm going to use that one. Diving in a little bit, shaking off excess, and just putting it lightly over here. It probably will be too light to pick up, I'm not sure. Seems to be working out pretty well, it seems. Little dab right there, and a little touch right here if I don't get blind by my mirror. Little bit right here. Just a little bit, kind of. And if you put too much, you can always blend it into the lid area as well, so it doesn't go to waste. Making this side even because I did that. And there you go. Once you're done, you can always go in with some makeup wipes. I prefer these ones. These ones are the Bliss Makeup Melt Wipes. Amazing product. They get rid of everything. And also the Yes to Melser water. I believe that's how you say it. That one's amazing as well. Those two are my go-to products. Right now I'm using these because they're quick, simple, and easy. And also check out the Bliss Makeup Melt Jelly Cleanser. That actually helps remove even more makeup, and it actually helps cleanse your face before you actually go into your regular cleanser. For my eyeliner, I'm not going to use your typical eyeliner. I'm going to use actually the dark shade from the Rebel Rose palette right here. I'm taking my eyeliner brush and I'm going to gently spray on this e.l.f. Matte Magic setting spray, just a little bit. Not too much, let it air out a little bit. And I'm going to dive into the shade. Like so. I'm just dipping in as much as I need to, making sure I have some pigment on my brush, and I'm going to just use it as a typical eyeliner, as you can see. That actually works better than putting water on your brush and dipping in. I find that the setting spray works so much better for doing that. This method actually helps you save money on eyeliner. You don't have to always go in and buy every single color. Quick, simple, and easy eyeliner. You don't have to go in and pay a fortune. Just use what you have. We're going to dive into the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose primer right here. It's a serum, I'm taking a little bit and putting it in my hand. Just enough, because with serums you don't need too much. It's very wet and shimmery. And it smells amazing. And you want to just pat it on your face gently around, working it in, because you don't need to go all that stuff. So just gently press it on as much as you need. Probably don't need too much. Let's see how it looks in the sun. There's a lot of hints of glitter, but it's not nasty glitter. It's not going to get in your way. So it has like a nice shimmer, but it's not overbearing. For my foundation, I'm going in with the N3 Natural Beige shade from L'Oreal Paris True Match. Amazing stuff. You should check it out for yourself. It's at Target, and they have every shade to choose from, and you can actually sample it and test it out for yourself to get the right match for you. My foundation is done. I'm going to spray a little bit of the e.l.f. Matte Magic setting spray on the look so far. Fan it out, let it settle. I'm going to get started with contouring, and I'm going to use this tiny palette from True Blend CoverGirl. It's the shade Medium, and I'm going in with this little tiny tipped brush right here, and I'm just going to go in gently into this middle shade that I have barely any of. Diving into that, and I'm going to do the outline of the contour for my nose where I want it to begin and end. Trying to do the best line possible. This is what I like to do for my nose. Trying to do a straight line as possible. If you don't do a straight line, you can always take like some makeup wipes or blend it downward in order for it to like not look so crazy. If you have a hard time doing a straight line like I used to do. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm just giving some little tips. And I'm going into the eyebrow where the eyebrow starts right here. I'm going there and I'm going down. You can kind of see a natural kind of line contour for your nose sometimes, and I like to do that. I'm not trying to change my face, I'm just enhancing what I already have. I'm not trying to make a whole new face, like, no. I'm just enhancing what I already have. Try to get as good of a line as possible. So far, so good. We're going to take a small highlighting angled brush right here. Like, it's great for like contouring and highlighting. And I'm taking this tip part right here and I'm grabbing it to make it look like a fan, if you can see. Gently pressing in to give it that look. And I'm going to go in and downward from the eyebrows downward. You can see that the shade is going down, so that way you don't have to use so much of it. It's kind of hard to do it with the eyebrow area, and we're doing the same thing for this side as well. Going downward, blending out that line so it's not so harsh. Diving into it again to give it some more pigment, but not too much pigment. Then we're going to dive into the top one right here and go down the middle, pressing again, and then going down the middle where there's no contour pigment. And then in between the eyebrows right here at the top. Now we're going to contour the rest of our face, which is pretty easy in my opinion. Like, I don't like to do too much. I like to do what they call a 3, which is at the temple going down, fish face, going in, and then taking it down to the chin, jawline, and the chin. and you have your 3. Temple, cheek, jawline. A little bit more. Make sure it's all properly blended. And doing the same for the other side as well. Moving some of that hair out of our way. And there you have it. You can just blend it out as much as you want and need. That's what I like to do for my contour. It's quick, simple, and easy, and I know what I'm doing and how it will come out and look. Adding some more setting spray. We're going to dive into the cream blush color Icon from Wet n Wild Rebel Rose. It's a very nice black pigmented blush shade. And I'm taking this big, huge rose fluffy brush from the same collection. Just like the eyeshadow brush, it's very thick, holds a lot of pigment, I think. It's like those Anastasia brushes, like the very thick tops. Holds a lot of pigment. So I'm kind of nervous about this. Like, I'm not very good at applying blush, I'm going to be completely honest. Going in like so. Well, so far so good. Adding it on top of our contour a little bit. Going back to the hairline right here. Kind of like a highlight blush shade. You would think that comes out black, but it doesn't. It's a very pigmented pink shade. Like, I did not expect that. Well, we're going to blend it out with this fluffy brush right here. Doing our best. I'm not very good at applying blush, so that's what I get right. Trying to make it very light, kind of. This side definitely turned out better than the other side. But it's life, it happens. Moving the brush in a backward motion, bring everything back to the hairline. Instead of going like this way, you have some like freedom to move your hands around. I cleaned off my brush with a makeup wipe, so it should be fine to use again. I don't see any real pigment on it. I'm dipping into the NYX HD finishing powder from NYX. It's amazing stuff. Put a little bit too much powder on there, a little bit. But it goes on super well. I love it. Diving in and just blending it all around. Lastly, I'm going in with the Katsu Matte Liquid Formula Lipstick. This one is in the shade Kiss of Death. It reminds me of the one from NYX. I believe it's called Transylvania. It's a very nice blood color shade, but it smears and it doesn't dry down at all. This one is very, very nice. My lip is a little swollen because when I got sick, I don't know what happened, but my lip got, I guess, infected or something. So that's why my lip looks all But I can live with it. It hurts a little bit, but I'm still doing this video. It covers up the blondness of my lip, so that's a good thing too if you're lips are super chapped or something and like not so stellar, use the dark matte lipstick. I really like the color of this liquid lipstick. It's awesome. It's kind of like a brownish blood tone. Goes on super well. I really like the tip of this wand right here. It acts just like a lip liner for the product. You can really get into the nicks and crannies of it all. You don't have to go out and buy a different lip liner, which is amazing. It's all in one basically for a great price as well. They should really put out some of the Rebel Rose products as a standalone so that way other people can try them out, and who knows, something might be a very big hit for Wet n Wild. I'm going to go in with some finishing spray again. This time going all out. This is the final look for the Rebel Rose collection. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial today. If you liked the video, please give it a huge thumbs up. I would super appreciate it so much. And welcome and hello to all of the new subscribers. I appreciate all of you so much. I would appreciate it so much if you would subscribe to my channel. Why not? It's free, and don't forget to press that notification bell when you do. And you'll be notified when I post new videos, which is every Wednesday and Saturday, so be on the lookout for those uploads. As always, I'll talk to all of you next time. Bye, everyone.